Hiyo itakuwa sawa kwenu? Sioni kama mko na raha ama mjui kama mnaenda. Amuamini kama hiyo itawezekana? Itawezekana. We are here, we are government. The PS is here and she's spearheading the program, so don't worry. But will you promise us that once you go there, ulipe pesa ya serikali ama tunakuja kwenu? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Student, I expected you to clap. Munaambiwa mutalipiwa, munanyama. Sipigieni makofi. You are being told, I don't know whether you are getting the message, that through Uwezo, and they have given you the details of how they operate, the training we are proposing can be financed. So that once you run a job, then you do what? You pay. So I hope you are taking notes, and maybe even after that, those who will want to get finer details, our visitors are not going, they will be here to reason to you. At this particular time, we have also another very important person, the person in charge of youth and enterprise. Karibu sana, so that you also tell us how can these students benefit from the youth fund. Karibu.
Good afternoon. Jambo. Uko salama? My name is Kiogora Kenneth. I come from Meru. I work with Youth Fund as a coordinator. And I have my colleague who asked that he can wave. I will briefly talk about Youth Fund, what we do at Youth Fund. Youth Fund stands for Vijana, youth, kama nyinyi. So at Youth Fund, our main mandate is to finance enterprises owned by youth so that we can help you create employment. So the reason why we are here, we have a number of products, but one of the key products is about the Mkulima Maju, Job Maju, or labor mobility. That is where we are coming when it comes to going to work outside. So at Youth Fund, we have our products. When I talk of products, there are varieties of products. Like when you go to bank, those who have been to bank, there are those who are financing farmers, those who are financing salaries. So at Youth Fund, we have products. One, we have a product for those who are going to work outside the country, where after you are through with your studies or after you get a job outside the country, you don't have to do an Arambi. The government has set enough money to finance you to go to work outside the country. Then you pay back the money so that you can be able to help other youths. So we have a labor mobility product where we finance you as an individual to a maximum of 300,000, mainly to cater for visa and the transport. Then we also finance agents, where agents comes to get, they recruit you to go and work. We can also give them money so that they pay for you, and then you pay to them, then they pay back to us. And the money has no interest, it's from government, and it is meant to help you. And the reason why it is coming back, so that you can give other youths who won't get job abroad. Mesikia hiyo? So at Youth Fund, we have been there, we have been financing youths to do business. We also finance those who get tenders, LPOs, give them money to do, and then they pay back so that we can keep enabling youths to do their business. So our core mandate is to enable Kenyan youths to create employments, self-employments, or to create employment and employ other youths. That is our core mandate. And I don't think that I have so many things. It's only to tell you where we are located. We have an office in Meru, at the Meru town, at the County Commissioner's building. We have an office there. Those who don't come from Meru, we are in every county. And we are also, PSS to Komtandao, online. If you have a phone, you can just Njogu Youth Enterprise Development Fund. Tatupata huko. Tapata namba yetu, WhatsApp. You talk to us, then we can be able to help you. I think I am through.
Thank you. Thank you. Clap for him. So you people, I hope you are joining the dots. You have been told by Uwezo, they can pay you for your training. Youth Fund will pay for your financial needs as you transit from Kenya to abroad. That means it is literally between you and your ambition to go and work abroad. So at this particular point, I want to invite our VC, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Romana Sothiambo, who will take the program from there. Prof, karibu sana. Clap for him. Thank you.
Thank you, our Registrar. Before I read my speech, I have colleagues and friends that came to witness what we are doing this afternoon. We have the representative of Wesu Fund, you have seen them. We have the representative of Youth and Enterprise Fund. And we have TVETs from Embu, from Meru, from Isiolo, and Tarakaniti. And of course, you have seen a friend from in Lagos. The TVETs that are present are Kilwa, Karumo, Meru Poli, Gabanatula, Chuka TVC, Kiini TVC, Maraga, Tigania East, Kaelo TVC, Igembe South, Igembe Central, and Tigania East. Can you clap for all these institutions and the CEOs that are present here? Our chief guest, Dr. Roslyn Njogu, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Diaspora Affairs. Mr. Philip Devlin from Lagos for official certification of the German language skills. Our esteemed partners from HTV Academy, led by Gordon Opio. There is representatives from Wesu Fund, representatives from Youth Enterprise Fund, the representatives from the State Department for Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise, that is the MSME, our very own the chair of the University Council, Professor James Ireri Kanya, the chair of Finance, Mr. Martin Kinoti, University Management Board members, the University Senate Board members, the members of staff, my dear students, and also the students from the institutions that I've mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with great pride and a deep sense of institutional purpose that I welcome you to the Meru University of Science and Technology for this transformative occasion, the official launch of our German language program, as well as the information sharing on labor mobility pathways. In a world where over 130 million people speak German as their first language, and where Germany alone has a shortfall of more than 400,000 skilled workers annually, language is no longer just a subject. It is a strategic economic asset. Today, we are not just teaching a language. We are going to issue with visas to the future. And so this program, ladies and gentlemen, housed in our School of Education's Department of Languages and Linguistics, is a 6-month intensive short course structured across 3 proficiency levels, the A1, the A2, and the B1. Each level spans 8 weeks, comprising 160 contact hours of blended instructions, carefully designed to ensure 85% of graduates achieve international certification upon completion. But our vision does extend far beyond the classroom. Through our Memorandum of Understanding with the HTV Academy, signed on 12 November 2025, we are establishing a 12 million Kenya shillings language lab equipped with 40 workstations for real-time pronunciation analysis and digital immersion. We are also creating a German village a first of its kind cultural hub in Eastern Kenya, where students can engage with authentic media, including daily Dotwella news streams and a curated library of 200 plus German films and texts. Critically, MAS is now the accredited examination center for the OSD for the entire region. What this means, friends and ladies and gentlemen, is that learners from over 15 neighboring institutions can now train and certify here, eliminating the previous need to travel to Nairobi for testing. Our partnership targets an enrollment of 4,200 learners within the first 3 years, with a clear pathway from training to employment. And you are lucky because you are going to be the pioneer class, and I hope after this, all of you are going to register. So the partnership targets 4,200 learners within the first 3 years, with a clear pathways from training to employment. And through HTV's linkages, graduates who attain B1 certification will be connected to a network of more than 50 partner employers in Germany, in Austria, and even Switzerland, across sectors such as engineering, healthcare, hospitality, agriculture, IT, name it, even AI, everything, machine learning, kila kitu. It's all up to you. Allow me to share why this matters in real terms. Number one, a Kenyan professional with B1 German language certifications can increase their earning potential by 40 to 60% when employed in a German-speaking country. This program is, therefore, not just an academic offering, but it is an economic empowerment vehicle. We are not just filling classrooms, we are filling destinies. Sometimes I get worked up when I find you students, you waste a lot of time in the evenings, raving, doing all kinds of things. This is the time. Something useful that is going to enhance your chances of employability, your chances of entrepreneurship, your chances of being a global citizen. We must change. I extend my profound gratitude to partners at HTV Academy for their investments in curriculum, for their investment in teacher training, and for their investment in global certification pathways. Special recognition goes to our internal team, led by my able DVC academic. He's not here, he sent apology. Professor Simon Thuranira, that's the DVC ARSA, and Dr. Beatrice Owiti, head of languages and linguistics. I gave them assignment through a phone, and by the time I was coming back, they were in Noma Bay, and here we are today. I'm very proud of you, Professor Thuranira and Beatrice. To our chief guest, Dr. Njogu, your presence signifies a powerful statement, a powerful alignment with Kenya's diaspora strategy, which aims to enhance the export of skilled labor by 30% by 2027. We are honored by your confirmed participation and inspired by your leadership. I know you are a national leader, but we have a claim in your life. You are the daughter of the soil. And as Esther was told, in the house of the king, you never know why you are put in such a house, such a time like this. To our students here today, you are the pioneers of this initiative. When you graduate with OSD certifications, you'll join a global work of over 300,000 OSD certified professionals recognized across 4 German-speaking nations. You are not just learning a language, you are gaining a global passport. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, this launch is a statement of intent. At most, we are not only educating for today, but we are keeping for tomorrow's global economy. And that's why we are very proud of our employer, the MAS, represented by the Chair of Council, Professor James Kanya, together with the Chair of Finance, and our employer. We are very, very proud of you for opening the environment for us so that we can explore opportunities which are available for our students. We are building bridges from Meru to Munich, from Kenya to Col, through the power of language partnership, through the power of purposeful education. Let's turn good Morgen and Guten Tag into good opportunity. Thank you. God bless you. Asanteni sana. And with that, can we put our hands together as I welcome the Chair of Finance, Martin Kinoti, to just make few remarks and welcome our Chair of Council. Asanteni sana.
Okay, I prefer to be here so I can see our guests. And so, Madam PS, together with your team of guests that you've brought us today, our Chair of Council, who is here with us, the Vice Chancellor, together with the entire management team, faculty, and all staff of the university. And of course, we are delighted to have our partner institutions. We are very delighted to have the TVETs who have not just come themselves, but also come with the students so they may hear what is in store for them. Found time and found it good to come and hear what there is. I'm told today, I'm no student of German, neither have I ever learned it, but I'm told I should greet Guten Tag. And you reply and say, Napana si nyinyi pandei. What do you say? Now that is what is in store for you, among other things. So very briefly, because my chair is here, so he will be telling us what we need to hear from council. But on behalf of the academic committee, whose chair, Madam Janet Atika, I also represent today because she couldn't join us, I just want to say one thing, that as a committee of council, because those of you who don't know, university councils operate through committees because it's the only way you can select and deal with matters in detail as they come. So this particular issue actually lies under the academic committee of council. And all I can tell you is that we have taken the challenge with us in good stride, and I can assure you, Madam PS, that even the challenge you gave us earlier, because you did, we will take it very seriously. We are going to have the necessary discussions going on so that we put in place, as a council, the necessary power that comes through management to be able to effect all that you're going to be hearing and probably seeing today. So with just those two remarks, I now want to take the opportunity to welcome my Chair of Council, Professor Kanya, to come and speak to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Bwana Kinoti. Our chief guest, Dr. Roslyn Njogu, Principal Secretary, State Department of Diaspora Affairs. Our esteemed partners from HTV Academy, led by Gordon Opio, Mr. Philip Deblon from Lagos, representatives from WESO, Youth Enterprise, State Department of Small and Medium Enterprise, the University Council representatives, the Vice Chancellor, board members, Senate members, members of staff, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As you have heard, my name is Professor James Kanya, the chair of the Council of Meru University of Science and Technology. I'm represented here as a council. We are 9. I have 9 members, but we only have representatives. Now, before I read my speech, this afternoon we had an opportunity to meet your leaders who are with us here, and we had a discussion. But now I want to turn to you. I want to know you. Which is this group I'm addressing? Kindly, and I want to know whether also, especially the foreigners, did they take lunch? I'm worried because you look like, are you tired? So can we have representatives? I want to see what we have. Those who are, do you have any university here? No, not university, sorry. TVETs are here. Can all of the TVET students stand up? Just stand up, we see the population we have. All TVET students. Clap for them. Have a seat, that's good. The university students, kindly stand up. Yeah, that's good now. At least I thought these were all TVET students, and our students are not represented, so I know the group are much. It's a great pleasure, Madam PS, honor and privilege for me on behalf of the University Council to welcome you to this important and historic. The launch of the German language program and the information sharing on labor mobility pathways. Today affirms the Council's unwavering commitment to providing oversight that ensures this university remains relevant, globally competitive. That is a blessing. It rarely happens on such a and responsive to both the national development priorities and the international labor market. Ladies and gentlemen, universities and even TVETs must evolve with the world they serve. The role of governance, therefore, is not only to safeguard institutions' integrity, but also to enable innovation. The German language program we are launching today exemplifies this philosophy. It is a forward-looking initiative that aligns academic programs with the global demand, youth employability, and economic. The University Council fully endorses this program because it speaks directly to their critical pillars, or 3 critical pillars, that is quality education, global competitiveness, and socioeconomic impact. By embedding internationally certified language training within our academic ecosystems, MOST is positioning itself as a great gateway institution, connecting Kenyan talent to global opportunities, while maintaining rigorous academic ethical standards. We are particularly encouraged by a strong partnership between MOST and the FTV Academy. The Council recognizes this collaboration as a model of effective university industry partnership, one that brings together curriculum innovation, the investment, and clear pathways for education growth. I wish to assure our partners and stakeholders that the University Council has provided full policy and governance support for this initiative. We remain committed to ensuring that the program is implemented sustainably best practices. This program is an opportunity and a responsibility as well. As beneficiaries of this investment, you students are ambassadors of Meru University of Science and Technology, ambassadors of Kenya, and ambassadors of Africa as well. The Council expects you to pursue excellence, uphold integrity, and represent this institution with distinction wherever your journey goes. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the launch of the German language program is more than a ceremonial milestone. It is a governance statement, a declaration that Meru University of Science and Technology is ready to engage the world, to empower its students, and to contribute meaningfully to national and global development. On behalf of the University Council, I reaffirm our full support for this initiative and for all strategic programs that advance the mission of this great nation. Thank you so much. Now, before I invite our people, let me make these observations. One, you students, you stand up a great chance. I remember in the were receiving letters of appointment on the day you get your certificate after completion of the university. Now, it came a time when that is no longer experienced. And we just churn you out to go and venture for yourselves. We know it is very, very difficult. It is not easy. All of us here have you as children. We have grandchildren. And we are seeing the way you are suffering when you finish your universities. To tell you something, and this one you must take it. It's only this government which has actually deliberately chosen to take responsibility of your welfare. We have been saying for years that we are going to create being put into reality. This is the first time we are seeing the government directly addressing the, and we want to thank His Excellency the President, William Ruto, for doing this. It's not easy, but you can see all these funds you have heard about, Weso Fund, Youth Fund, created. It will not be easy. And even to have, you can see there must be a deliberate effort to give you jobs. So, Madam PS, I know you have a lot for this group. And that is what I want to assure you, that it is the government's effort to ensure that you get what you need today. Imagine, as you do your automotive, as you do language, as you do engineering, nursing, and all that, can you take a course, for example? You just do this Germany course. We can decide to be taking maybe, and I don't know, I'll ask you I don't know whether there is such a program, whether we can create it, whether we can create it especially for the university students who are taking 4 years. They take maybe first semester, they do a course, second semester, third year, by the time they finish, they'll have completed this course. I don't know whether we can have, we are going to ask the management to see the possibility of just infusing it within the program of the curriculum so that you can finish. By the time you are finishing, you make a delivery and with ease, because with the 4-year program, you'll be able to pay. The come. This will be your institution now once we start, and I think you will be coming here now when we start. I'm made to understand that. So know this is your institution. Embrace it. Give it. To invite the PS for the State Department of Diaspora. Can we stand up, please?
Thank you very much. Please let's take our seats as they set us up. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, thank you very much, Chair of Council, VC, Chair of the Academic Committee, and representatives from HTV and in Lagos, partners, stakeholders, comrades, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. In many ways, we are standing at an interesting point in our careers or your careers. Today's launch of this German language program at the Meru University of Science and Technology reflects Kenya's deliberate attempt to be a responsible government as far as these students are concerned. It is a deliberate investment in skills, in language, in partnerships that unlock global opportunities for the young people of Kenya. I'm excited to be here. For me, a daughter of the soil, but I am also the person who negotiated the Kenya-German partnership or mobility agreement. So I'm so happy to be here to see it grow legs and find opportunities for its expression. I'm excited because of what this means for the people, for the colleges in the neighborhood, and for the people of Kenya as far as opportunities are concerned. The agreement that we signed in September of 2024 sets it able to move and work in Germany. And a week later, or 2 weeks later, we signed an agreement with Austria, and that creates a framework for you, should you choose to work in Austria. But once you've created these agreements at this level, it's like you've created a roof. How do you implement them? How do people who study agriculture at Kaelo TVC go to work? Languages, learning the German language in institutions and in programs such as this. So as the agreement sets a framework for the legal skills mobility or labor mobility from Kenya to Germany and to Austria, and we know that specifically they target areas such as engineering, IT, nursing, transport, masonry, everything in construction and so on. I want to emphasize to all of you young people who are here, or let me put it this way, there is a set of movies that I enjoy. I know my team thinks they know what I want to say. You would be wrong, it is not that movie. I do watch other movies. Tom Cruise is always running in these movies. Those movies are called what? No, nobody watches Tom Cruise movies? What are you watching? Okay, Mission Impossible. What is it? Do you not? I'm confused. Do you not watch movies?
To accept.
I'm going to go to your Afro cinema. Okay. Okay. The people in the back know. Maybe it's an age thing. I don't know. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to study German. Because if you do, of officers, you think tunawambia tu story. The stories are, oh, that one you know, eh? So you are listening. Sometimes you think tunawambia stories are Java. Just yesterday, if you check my social media, you'll probably see that I posted just yesterday. Somebody was looking for drivers in Germany. And there are many people here. Yeah. Okay. I thought there would be more. I'm concerned about this crowd. This year I'm concerned. Okay. And the only thing they language at A2 level. Now, of the people who raised their hands, how many have German A2 level? Ningekuwa nimekupatia kazi leo. What am I used to say back in the day that such and such a thing is an added advantage. Have you seen that in job adverts? You should do this, and if you have this particular skill, it's an added advantage. German for you is no longer an added advantage. 50,000 people every year. But you must be able to speak the language. So please do not shoot yourself in the foot. Take up the opportunity that is offered to you. Please also note, and I want to congratulate the Meru University leadership for putting in place this program and for working with HTV Africa and the other stakeholders, because you're only the Tomboya University went ahead of you and piloted this program, and as good students, Meru University went wakafanya ile kitu serikali inafanyanga inaitwa bench. What is it called? Benchmarking. They did benchmarking, they learned quickly, and now they have copied and pasted. Only the second. It is an industry or a market that is still wide open. The opportunities are there for you, and they're there for you to lose if you choose. So, kila mtu afanye nini? Afanye nini? Ajitume, okay? I saw a t-shirt recently that I really enjoyed. I must buy it. It says, kuomoka. Kuomoka itaki nini? Am I the only person who is reading this? I'm seriously? So, the very same thing. These language programs, mjitume, okay? Are we together? So, what has happened since we signed this agreement in September of 2024? Many things have happened. We've seen many Kenyans who already had German language skills finding opportunities and moving. By the end of December of last year, we know that the number of German visas that were issued by the German embassy had doubled in just that year. That doubled the number of people left to go to Germany for opportunities. But as you've heard, it will take you about 9 months to 12 months to learn the language to the level that you need to have learned it. So we expect by the end of this year to see there is a period of growth, organic growth. So please be among those. Why are we here in a university in Eastern Kenya talking to you about in Germany, in Austria, in Switzerland, and places like that? Is it because as a government we are not able to provide opportunities for the people of Kenya? Is it an admission of failure? Absolutely not. I think probably everybody even over here, who is under 19 here? Who are the 18-year-olds? I know you're there. Yes, it's okay, raise your hand. Okay. How many are 19? How many are over 19? Okay, what are you though? Like, are we vampires? Are we ageless? Oh, we're 19 and above, isn't it? I bring that up. I was asking your VC earlier what it means, what a median age means. It means that if you are to line up the ages of Kenyans from 0 or 1 to 100 and maybe 5, the middle point would be 19. That means 50% of Kenyans are 19 years and below. We are children population. In contrast, places like Japan, the median age is 50, which means they are largely older people. The problems Japan has and the problems we have are different. Japan has to think about retirement. Japan has to think about old people's homes. Japan has to think about programs for seniors. We constantly have to think about Kenyans can find jobs. And in the last 3 Kenyans can find jobs. And in the last 3 years, Kenyans are now working, hundreds of thousands of Kenyans are now working in masonry, in carpentry, in plumbing, as lawyers, as architects, and so on. In the affordable housing program. We can say the same thing about the increased hire of teachers, for example, 100,000 new teachers, and so on and so forth. That's kazi kwa ground. And that is the biggest number, that's the biggest growth in job opportunities. The second one I said ni kazi kwa mtandao. That's online jobs, digitally enabled jobs, helping people to find opportunities to make money online. Did you know, for example, that here in Kenya, if you're a YouTuber and you have monetized your account, you actually make more money than if you are Ugandan, or if you are a YouTuber in the region, because Kenya has negotiated with these platforms so that our young people are able to earn more on these platforms. We have rolled out thousands of new fiber optic cable to bring internet to you so that you can create content and monetize it, so that you can work as a data analyst for a company in South Africa while you're seated here in your Njogu campus, and so on, so that many more people can find work online. The last part of this program is Kazi Maju, which is probably what you hear a lot about on social media, on TV, and so on, and which is, well, it's interesting to talk about, and it's sort of fun. But diaspora jobs are the third part of this pronged strategy, three-pronged strategy. And that's jobs like the ones we're talking about. You leave Kenya, you go and work as a nurse, for example, in Germany, or you work as an IT specialist in Estonia, or you work as a chef in Rwanda, and so on. That is the labor mobility program. And why did Kenya decide to do this? Because even though our economy is growing, our population is growing faster. And should we, as a responsible government, just sit by and wonder what to do with the many, many young people who join the labor market, or must we do something about it? I was told earlier that in your last graduation, some 2,900 people graduated. That is degree programs, certificates, diplomas, and so on. 2,900 people joined the labor market. But that's only from this institution. Do you know how many people joined the labor market just last year? Anything between 800,000 to 1 million people. 800,000 to 1 million people. Now, you must find opportunities for these young people because they are educated, they are competent. And so, if you're a responsible government, you don't sit on your hands, you don't wring your fingers asking sasa tutafanya nini, sasa mnataka to do. You don't do that. You come up with a plan. And our plan, as I have said, is kazi kwa ground, kazi kwa mtandao, na kazi wapi? Kazi maju, because kazi ni kazi. You take the opportunity that you have, you learn, you work hard, you provide for your family, you pursue your career, you dream big, and you go for it, okay? So I've already said that you're only the second university to take up this program, and I really hope you will realize how privileged you are. I also have to commend the Meru University leadership for not keeping this an in-house program, and for not keeping it just at the Meru University, but for being good neighbors and saying, we have something good, we want to invite many, many colleges in the region to participate in this. So the TVET students who are visiting from various colleges, I have seen some of your buses, including the bus that is right near, the van that is from right near my home in Kirua, and all of the other places. I want to say, grab this opportunity for yourself. Some of you, especially in the TVET, know that we already run Mkulima Maju programs in your colleges, and you have seen your friends take up opportunities to go and work in the UK, and come back and their lives have been changed. So I want to thank Youth Fund and the Wezo Fund, who we invited and we have asked them to come on board and participate and be stakeholders in this program so that it is easy for you to see this pathway all the way to the end. We don't want what it costs to do this program to become a hindrance. That is why you see the government, as your VC and your chair of council have said, we are doing everything we can to make that pathway sleek for you so that you're able to take up the opportunities that you have. So, do you have your passports? Get your passports ready. Let me be like a Pentecostal preacher and say, turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, who got a passport? Turn to your neighbor. Kuna wenye naona hawana neighbors, or they don't want to be friendly with their neighbors. Do you have uko na passport? Uko na passport? Uko na passport? Na kama huna passport, it takes a very short time for you to get that passport. Why do I ask if you have passports? I run the State Department for Diaspora Affairs. All of you who will go to work in these places immediately become my clients. So I am recruiting for the diaspora. I want more of you to go and see the world and see what happens there and become our clients. Before I close, I want to say this. As you find your opportunities abroad, you must use the established channels. You must be safe in your mobility. Our colleague from Wezo Fund spoke about Russia. And many of you have heard about Russia, isn't it? Have you by now seen Kenyans who have gone to fight in the war in Russia and Ukraine? Have you? Okay. Let me be clear. The government of Kenya does not recruit a single person to go and fight for an army of another country. Are we together? The government is not in the business of recruiting Kenyans to go and fight in the battles of other people. Why would we do that? Number two, let me be clear. We have issued warning after warning after warning to Kenyans not to be recruited to go and fight in these wars. So if you hear somebody saying, I am going to go to Russia and I'm going to join the war efforts, you need to tell them to stop that nonsense. Why? My officers every day have to deal with families that come to speak to us about, oh, kijana wetu alituambia anaenda kufanya logistics lakini sasa ametutumia picha amevaa combat. Or, you know, I listen to some young people after they have come back and we ask them, why did you go? Did you not know that you were going to go to war? They said, kukufa ni siku moja. We have to try. Can we be a bit more responsible, young people? There are good opportunities. You do not need to go to war. There are good opportunities. There are good opportunities for various skills. Going to war is not one of them. And let us be clear, we are not allowing anybody to recruit for Russia or for Ukraine for the war. So if you see somebody recruiting somebody for the war, say something. Because that friend, that relative, that neighbor might lose their life, might lose their limb, or might come back and they will have been changed for life. If you're going to find a job abroad, use a licensed and regulated agent. How do you know that somebody is a licensed and regulated agent? You go on the National Employment Authority website, NEA, neims.go.ke. There is a list there that tells you who is in the good books, who has been blacklisted, who has been suspended, people you should not be talking to. That is your responsibility. Students, I want to say this. On your migration journey, I want you to do 3 things. And with this, I'm ending. I want you to do 3 things. How many things do I want you to do? I want you to do 3 things. Number 1, get every skill that you can get. Get every skill that you can get. In other words, educate yourself, skill yourself. Learn this German language. Learn it to the best of your ability. When you land in Germany, you will be at an advantage as opposed to somebody who has a big degree but speaks German at A1 level. Mnanielewa? Mnanielewa? Pick up every skill that you can. Teach yourself in every way that you can. Number 2, take control of your own migration journey. Take control of your migration journey. Do not outsource it to a third party. Do not just say, huyo agent nilimtumia kila kitu yeye ndiye ananishughulikia. Because we have seen many people who have negligently given up everything. They don't check with the agent. Agent anaenda na kuwekea fake documents to the embassy. You're banned from that country for 5 years. Okay? So take responsibility, take charge of your own migration journey. That thing, stay in the straight and narrow. We have seen many human trafficking victims who thought they were finding a job, but along the way, an agent told them, ukifika JKIA, ukifika kwa airport, watakuuliza kwa nini natumia tourist visa and not a work visa. So I need you to show them this fake booking of a hotel, show them this fake this fake this fake the other. When somebody starts telling you to lie like that, you need to know that that is a red flag. Okay? That is a what? By the time you get to that country and you are trafficked and you find yourself now in a scam compound in Myanmar or in Cambodia, and these are things that we deal with every day. Let me be clear. I have about 300 people now in Cambodia that we are trying to rescue who went in this way. Do not participate in your own smuggling. So I've said 3 things. I will repeat them. Learn everything you can learn. Take charge of your own migration journey. Stay in the straight and narrow. It will keep you out of trouble. Okay? 3 things. Can you repeat them with me? Number 1, learn all you can learn. Number 2, take control of your migration journey. Number 3, stay in the straight and narrow. Learn, take control, stay in the straight and narrow. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the journey you're about to embark on. I'm excited to see what this is going to become. I think when we come back here, maybe in about 5 years, it will be very exciting to see what this thing has become. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.